Hi everyone, thank you for joining me today. So I wanted to, before we got too much into the winter and Christmas holiday, I wanted to use part of the October kit that I had got. I'm using the stamp set from Bo Bunny, which was I think it's called Falling Leaves. And we're going to be using the white pigment ink and the color pencils. Those all came with the kit. And I'm just arranging the stamps here in the Misty tool. And we're going to stamp using this. This is the first time I've actually had this one. This is the Hero Arts, the unicorn ink. And let me tell you, this pad was really juicy. And I think I like this one so far better only because it has a lot of ink in it and it doesn't feel like you have to press really hard. I literally just tapped it lightly and it was covered. So just inking it up twice and then stamping it down. That's the brilliant thing about the Misty tool, is that you're able to stamp into, the same spot in multiple times until you get it exactly the way you want it. And then since this is a pigment ink and it stays wet longer, you have to heat set it when you're going to be using it with your color pencils. So I finished heating it up, both pieces, off camera. They're still a little wet, so I had to be mindful of where I was putting my hand. I think the main thing is you just don't want to smear the white ink, all over. So I'm just going to take the pencils and color in all the spots that aren't white. So all the open spaces, we're just going to color in. And I've zoomed in so that way you can, definitely see where I'm putting, the different colors and stuff. And what I liked about this set, though it's a small or shorter pencil set, it has every color. It's like the rainbow, from white all the way to, I want to say, the only one it didn't have was black, but it might even have had a black color. But you get purple, 2 different shades of blue, 2 different shades of green, the red, pink, orange, yellow, and then of course white. And what I did for this first one we're doing, I tried to take more of the muted colors. So the red, which on the craft color comes out more like a rust, the darker green, the brown, and then I think the last one I'm going to do is the orange. And it's really fun to use color pencils on craft. For whatever reason, it gives you a different tone and it looks a lot smoother on the craft sometimes than it does on like just plain white paper. On the white paper, it seems like you have to use like stuff like Gamsol, which helps smooth it out so you don't see the line marks. But on the craft, it doesn't bother me. I kind of like the way it looks, and really from a distance it looks really smooth. So on the second one, I decided to go the opposite way and show you the difference. So I grabbed the pink, and then we're going to do the vibrant yellow, the more like lime green for the other two. So here's the yellow. And the yellow, at first I was like, well, maybe it's not showing up very well, but it's just brighter. It almost like brightens the brown that's in the paper already. And since it was just the one leaf, it didn't bother me. Oh, and then this one, yes, I did purple. And like I said, the main thing is just to go in and fill in all the areas where you see the craft color of the paper coming through. Because the white is everything that's outlined, the shadows, and we're coloring all around that. And then, like I said, once I get the little spots that I missed, we're just going to grab the lime green and fill in the last 2 leaves. And this technique really doesn't take that long. depending on the stamps that you use, like thankfully with this one, with the leaves, there's not a whole lot of open space, so it doesn't take long to actually color through on this one. I have some other flowers that are from like Altenew, where it's more of an open space, so that one, it might take a little bit longer depending on how many you put down. So what I wanted to do after this was, now that we have it all set up, I'm just going to cut off real quick. I'm going to add a sentiment, and then these are ready to go on top of card fronts. So they're 4.5 by 4.5, 4.25 by 5.5, so they would fit the front of an A2 size card. I already have the thinking of you, so whenever I want to send out a card to somebody, or you know, I just want to send something to a friend, I can just slap these on a card base and send them out. They're all ready to go. So thank you guys for joining me today. It's going to be interesting to see how I use this technique in our Sunday video. I'm not sure if I'm going to be doing another card, or if there's some way that I can work this into a layout. We'll have to wait and see. So if you haven't subscribed, just click on my photo here and hit the bell, and you'll get alerted whenever I upload a video. And I'm also going to put 2 videos here for previous Technique Tuesday. Thank you guys, and have a great day.